Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. Glad you guys are here. I am super glad to be here. This is a 2011 Toyota RAV4 with 127,293 miles on the odometer. And customer states that we hear a clunking noise either down low down here, and it can also be heard on occasion inside when we turn the steering wheel. I'm trying to duplicate said noise right now. I have heard it before. Let's turn the wheel and see if we can't hear it. I'm shaking the wheel some. Yeah, it usually makes a clunk noise down low right around here. We've determined that the most likely cause of the noise is somewhere in the power steering rack and pinion. It is not in the column, it's not up top. I wish we could hear it, but it's not doing it today. We checked this out last week. There it is. Found it. Let's go down low and see if we can't hear it, just for the sake of knowledge. Let me climb down. Rolling around in the dirt. Hang on here, guys. Right here's the steering gear. That's the inner tie rod, outer tie rod. There's part of the steering rack right there. Let me turn this wheel. Nah, I think there's too much ambient noise. I can't hear it. But trust me, the noise is there. So what we're gonna do is swing this thing into the shop. We're gonna lift it up. We're gonna pull the wheels off, and we're gonna replace that steering gear with a known good unit, which is in the back of this particular vehicle. So without any further introduction, let's get to it. Now, I do believe this is gonna be a very easy steering gear because this is electronic power steering assist. And the assist device is actually located in the steering column. So the steering gear down below is more of just a manual gearbox rather than an electronic or power assisted integrated unit, which is really cool. This should go very quickly. I'm also going to replace the outer tie rods with the steering gear because I never install steering gears without outer tie rods. It's just the thing that I do. I mean, some people have no problem putting the outers back on a new unit. I don't like to put used parts on top of new parts. Personal preference. Speaking of parts, hello parts man. Can you hear the clicking? Yeah. Alright, we're backing this thing in on the big rack. The little rack's occupied with a Miata right now, so we're just gonna use the big one. I just hope I can fit. I think I can. Looks good. Straighten her out a little bit. We all gonna be just fine here. That's good right there. Parking's the auto. Unlocking the door. Let's head out back and remove the new power steering unit. It's in the trunk space. In the box. There she is. Come on, steering gear. You're coming with us. Here, let's open this thing up and see what we've got to be working with in here. Good. Such a tiny little steering gear. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just a manual gearbox. Nothing to it. Okie dokes, the rack is set. Free subscribe button. Let's flip this thing up. Pull the front wheels off. Impact gun cam. Oh, you turned my gun down again. You did, didn't you? You turned my gun down?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You did. It's on 2, not 3. See what you did. Are you scared of the impacts? The raw power? I'm gonna go get a 3/4 inch gun. Yeah. I should run the 3/4 gun. That'd be fun. There we go. You guys go over there. Okay, let's get these cotter pins out on both the tie rods and see what how difficult this is going to be. It's not coming out. Need a more comfortable ride height here, since I gotta kind of work this thing a little bit. It's stuck in the stud here and I can't get it out. First problem. Yeah, that thing's rusted in there pretty good. Usually they kind of slide. This one's not doing it. I'll just cut it off. Whatever. We'll cut it off, break it off, impact it off. Oh, there it goes. It moved. Good. I was close to escalating to violence. There it is. Yeah, seriously, I was just gonna hammer a socket over it and just shear the cotter key off. Loud. There we go. Okay, let's get this outer out of the steering knuckle. A couple little impacts here. Oh, got it. Okay, off to the other side. And we will repeat said procedure. Right about here. You guys hang out right here. Oh. All right, cotter key. Let's lose you. Fold it back over. And you gonna come loose? Yes, it is. Come here. There we go. Nice, good bite on it. Beautiful. All right, impact. Unclickages. There we go. Break it loose. Seriously? Loose. Okie dokes. It looks like the subframe needs to come down some, so let's get this thing unbolted. A couple 19s and some 22s. Loud noises. There's that one. That's a 21 or a 22. Oh, there's like 3 different size bolts here. That's cool. That's fine. I can deal with that. No big deal. More fasteners. There we go. Get rid of that. And a couple more over here on this side. Subframe coming down some more. Another one. Okay, now the fun part is this engine transmission mount thing right here, because the steering gear actually runs under that mount, so I need to let the subframe down, unbolt that mount, probably just remove it, and then we can unbolt the steering shaft from the steering gear and then slide the unit out to the side. All right, one more over here. Pull that guy down. Rear bracket. What a horrendous sound I've discovered. There, that's what I want. Secure the center of the subframe. There. Okay, now with that jack stand in place, we can pull or loosen these bolts right here. So we're gonna go through the lower control arm, then up to the bolt. See it move? We'll take it almost out and then thread it just a little bit. There we go, now it's safe. The stand has all the weight, but we don't need to take the bolts out if we don't need to take the bolts out. Logic. Let's get the next one right here. Go. Now we can see that the jack stand is all the way down, but if we raise the car up, the subframe will stay here and the car will go away. That's how we'll create the distance here. Let's hit the button. Sketchy. All right, so we're actually off of the stand now. This bolt has no weight. Something else is taking the weight. Let's go find it. You know, looking around, it actually might just be the struts that are holding up the weight back here. Maybe a couple of the motor mounts. Either way, I believe I've got enough space here to work with this thing, so Let's see if we can't get that steering shaft off, and then we'll pull this mount out right here. Okay, so looking at this mount, looks like there's 2 studs that come through into the subframe, and their bolts are right inside of here, the nuts anyway. We'll go in there, I think they're 18s. We'll go in there and unbolt those guys next. And then we'll probably have to unbolt that mount from the back of the transmission. Pull the whole unit out as one assembly. But, however, before completely trying to pull that entire assembly out, let's try to take the center bolt out. Maybe I can get away with just removing the bottom half of this mount, maybe. Let's get a wrench on that nut. Oh, that almost hit me in the leg. Oh, that's tight. I don't think, I think that thing's like welded to it. That's not gonna turn. Let's try the other side. Let's see if this guy comes out. Oh, yep, that turns. Yeah, that thing's welded to it right there. That's not a nut. It was once a nut, but now it is not. No longer. It is of no matter. Size of that 17. Coming in. Socket coming in. Well, it's coming out, but this little boot's in the way. Look at that. That was not what I wanted to find. There we go. Got it. Let's try to lift it up some more now and see if it starts to separate. Yeah, a little bit. Came out a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Heat shield. Let me get rid of this. That's kind of in the way. That's not really heat shield. That's a bracket for the shift lever cable. Okay, so I was wrong. There's not just the 2 fasteners for this mount. There is actually 4. And I found the other 2 under this cover back in here. Let's get those guys buzzed out. Whoop, go back, don't fall. There we go. And now the mount can be extracted. There we go. Okay, next I need to get this collar off of here. I had to turn the steering wheel to point the nut at me. It was pointed.
So I thought that was making it where it was that turnbuckle.
It might be. I'll just pry that up without tearing it. Get in here with that 12 mil. That's our kill people bolt. I need that back. Where are you? Come here. Ooh, look, acorns. Pry that collar up and away, and then we can take the 2 bolts out for the rack. Come here. That's almost all the way off. There we go. I think I got it. Yep, got it.
This way the steering wheel spins like crazy.
No, we don't want to do that. Okay, what is that, a 18, I think? I don't know. Where's my socket wrench thing? Yeah, that's a 19. What is it? Oh, it is her birthday. It is.
I heard about my phone, that's why I left. This was on the phone.
Oh. Let's try a 19. Give her. Alright, coming in with an impact. Let's see if I can maneuver this thing in. Maybe I can, maybe not. I might have to just do this manually. Yep. No tools for me. Well, maybe at first. We'll try tools later. If I can get it broken loose, maybe I'll go in there with a electric ratchet and spin it out. Oh, that's tight. Dang. That's very tight. Come on now. There we go. Whew. Oh, I'm silly. There's a nut at the bottom, making it harder than it has to be. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I don't know what I don't know, but now I know. So anyway, the nut's off. Now I can get the bolt out. That's easy. It's easy once you know what you're doing, kind of. Come on, bolt. Really? I am not interested in waging war with fasteners. Come out. All the way, there we go. Got her. Woohoo. All right, well then that means that that is the nut for the other bolt on this side. Let's get that one next. All right, big wrench on the top to hold it. Electric wrench on the bottom. Really? Okay. I didn't expect that to happen. Whoa, we're gravitying again. There we go, I saved it. Pull this thing out. You will become loose, loosey-goosey. I wonder if this one doesn't even turn. Yeah, it does. Okay, now this rack should be completely free from the vehicle. Not bolted in, there's no hydraulic lines because it's electric assist. Again, the electric assist motor is inside in the steering column. So I believe this whole steering gear, oh yeah, whoa, you fell again. Oh yeah, the whole unit's it's ready to come out. Let's go ahead and slide this thing out through the driver's side. Let's go and move on to this side here. We will maneuver this unit out of the hole, rather. Yeah, it's easy once you take everything apart. Look at that. There she is. Ooh, flippy floppy joints. It's not okay. Okay, we have the new unit here. Comparing to the old unit, looks like we're in good shape. Now, here's something to pay attention to. There's no master key or master spline on the shaft, so that has to be indexed in the straight ahead position. Good to know. Here, let's go ahead back over to the driver's side of our vehicle. Okay, let's get this thing slid into its home. We'll get it bolted down. We'll get the steering shaft reattached, motor mounts and all that good stuff. And then we'll put the subframe back. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's see what can be done about getting this bolt in without agony. We'll slide our little dust boot thing back in first. There we go. Okay, now the bolt can come down. Actually, that thing detaches now. That's good. Get it out of the way. Okay, the bolt's in. That's in. Down below, let's get the nut in. There's one of them. Here, nut. And we'll go ahead and get the other side on as well before we tighten this thing down. So my other bolt, that's this one. Let's go around. We'll just reach in under the exhaust with it. Put that right there. Slide this guy in. There we go. And the nut. I'm going to get these guys tight. There. It's not working. Okay, wrench coming in, that's gonna hold our bolt. And then we'll tighten that nut. There we go, perfect. And again over here on the other side, this will secure the unit. Beautiful. Okay, so I just went up into the cabin. The steering wheel is straight ahead. The steering gear is approximately straight ahead, so we can go ahead and slip this collar on. And once that collar is attached, then I'll rotate the assembly again to get a good reference point on that bolt, and we'll put the steering column shaft bolt in. I've got to pull that thing down. Got to pull the collar down, and it doesn't want to come down. Hang on, I need a tool to help me. Here, I'll try to reach in there with a pick, plug it down with a pick. I just finished the same struggle with the Monte Carlo Come on down. Please. Please come down. It's the rubber thing that's killing me here. Hey, what?
Where'd you put that loop for the exhaust hanger?
Loop. I don't know. I'm over here. What are you doing? I didn't take it. Did I take it? It's right where you left it. You did that. Don't blame me. Come on, collar. Go over the spines, please. I don't want to fight with you for an hour. Here. I'll tell you what, we'll raise the steering, or we'll raise the subframe up some. That's going to take up some of that space. It's going to make it harder to manipulate, but it'll close the gap a little bit. That's what I got to do. Okay, so it's down in position. I'm going to pick this boot up and reach around and get this bolt in just so the collar can't come back up. And then I'll rotate it and we'll tighten it. We're just going to stick that in right there real quick. Now the collar it's fairly secure. Turn the shaft. I need to go up and turn the steering wheel. Hang on. Okay, shaft is turned. Let's tighten this thing up. Clicks. Give that back. And then we can slide this guy down over the rack. And I'll get some big zip ties for it later. Okay, let's tighten up the subframe bolts next. Clicks. Here's that one. We'll get the two primaries and then we'll get the ones in the back in a moment. Let's get this one now through the hole. There we go. Clicks. Very good. Okay, we've got one bracket, 2 bolts. There's another bolt around here somewhere. This one, we'll do the big bolt first. Run that through. Back of the subframe. Like so. Put in there. All right, that one goes right up there. Good. And I think these can be tightened down next. Yep. Loud. Water, see that? Water sprayed me in the face. Okay, 3 more. That one, the big one. This one. Okay, let's get the mount wherever it went. All right, let's get this this mount back into position here. I hope I didn't shoot myself in the foot by putting the subframe back up with the mount removed. I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, I might have to pick it up a little bit to get clearance for the center bolt, but I think we're good. I guess we'll see. Either way, there's 2 of the bolts in. Got to get 2 of the nuts in the holes, and then we'll get that center bolt through. We should be all right. All right, coming in. 1 nut screwed. Oh, gravity. Got it. Caught it. Moved through the matrix. Beautiful. Out. Very nice. Here, let's put this bracket back on. This is something very easy to forget because it's kind of an inconsequential thing. Very easy to forget. There we go. Screw this guy in. Clicks. And I need to get the center bolt for that mount in position. And again, I put that rubber thing back on. That kind of shoots me in the foot. What was I thinking? Getting too excited. No worries. Need pry bar. Yeah, that's a little too low. See that? Just pry up on it some. And the rubber thing's in the way. That was a fail of judgment. Why? I might need 2 people with pry bars on this one. Nah, I'll get it. I'll get the thing. I'll take the subframe off again. I don't care. Get in there. Come on. It's so close. So very close. Okay, I've got the boot pushed up and that bolt is kind of in the hole. Now I need to pry on the trans to get some space to push the bolt in through the mount, which is harder than I thought it was, and I kind of made an error in judgment. No worries, I'll figure it out. More pry bar. Yeah, let's try to get in there with the curvy pry bar. That might give me some, like, more space and leverage. Yeah, that's better. Reaching in. Come on, bolt. Just go into wherever you're supposed to go. It's so close. Pry hammer. There. So close. All right, let's see here. No. You gonna go in? Why is it so close yet it's not going in? More hammers. Came apart easier. What is this? Maybe if I wiggle it with the pry bar. What is the deal with this? Flat. Can't be that far off, can it? I wouldn't think so. I'm picking up with the pry bar on the right with my left hand, trying to push this stud in with my right hand. It's not wanting to make contact with the threads on the other side. What have I done? Ah. Okay. More prying. Seriously? Why are we not threading? It's got all the space in the world here. Move back my socket. I'm missing something. A detail or a clue. Something like that. Alright, that was a little premature, I think. I need to take all these bolts loose again. I just can't get it to line up. Premature. Won't make that mistake again. I need to take my time. Yep. Didn't take much. It's like a millimeter off, I think. Yeah, look at that. There it goes. Went in. It was so close. There. Let's try this again. Become tight. Victory. Okay. Now I can screw my nuts back in. Love my job. There. Beautimous. Okay, let's put our rubber thing back down and get the outer tie rods installed. Okay, back in the wheel well. Let's get our new outer tie rod assemblies installed. I've kind of pre-spaced these jam nuts. I just took a finger measurement based off the old unit, and that's how I decided what the center was for this new unit. So we're just gonna screw these down until they bottom out on that jam nut, and that will be that, because this has to go to the alignment shop, because I don't have an alignment machine yet. Let's screw that guy in, set it down, and then we're gonna come up through the bottom of the knuckle here. Oh, come on, get in there, please. There. Stay. Stay. Don't come out. There we go. Where'd my gun go? It's over here. Found you. 19. Yep. These are nylock nuts. There is no cotter pins required. Yeah, that was actually horrible English. I should have said there are no cotter pins required, not is no cotter pins. I hate it when I have those linguistic slips, linguistical errors, IQ lowering phrases. There. Trying to push that ball in a little bit. Is it gonna fit? I'll use the knuckle to do it. You guys are flip-flopping all over. There. Turn that. Get rid of the debris that I just deposited. You guys can't see. Terrible cameraman. Let's tighten this guy up and we're good. Clicks. Okie dokes, wheels are on. Let's let this thing down. Take it out for a quick spin. Make sure it feels good, then we'll have it sent off to the alignment shop. Toyota coming down. All the way down. Okay, mental recap in my head. All of the subframe bolts are in, the two in the front. Oh, I've got to tighten the jam nuts. I didn't do that. That's right. It is going to the alignment shop, but I can't send it over there with loosey-goosey front end parts. I better do that real quick. We'll pull it out some and cut the wheels, expose the components, and then I can adjust them. Or well, tighten them rather. Tighten them. Knew I was forgetting something. What we can see is that the wheel's straightish and steering wheel is straightish. That means I'm indexed properly. So let's go ahead and restarting the engine. Begin starting now. Aha, yes. Okie dokes, engine restarted. We are crossing past the corner of death. Going back out into the wild, we're gonna take it out on the road real quick. Give it a once around the block. Make sure it's in good shape. And then we will send it off to the ligament shop. Hey, it's listening to us. What is this?
List names. To select a name, push the
I don't want anything to do with this technology.
Cell.
Turn that off. I don't know why that was doing what it was doing, but we're turning you off right now. I'm not trying to make a phone call here. Oh, no. Okay, let's try this again. Restarting the engine. Not calling anybody. Don't call anyone. Good. All right, guys. One quick trip around the block. I'm good to go here. This thing is a successful parts repair operation. I'm not hearing the clunky noise that I had heard prior and that my vehicle owner had heard. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity right now to thank each and every one of you for watching this video as I put my seatbelt on, driving out of my lane. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know the drill by now. Go ahead and let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. Drop me a comment or two while you're down there. And most importantly, don't forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Into Toyota power steering rack transmission. So I think my eyeball alignment was like right on point. Straight steering wheel. We're going straight. That's excellent. Wunderbar. I like it. This is where I broke down in the Jeep the other day. That was cool. Hope this thing doesn't break down. I think we're good. Feels good. Alignment looks good. I should charge money for that. Parking the auto. Powering down. See you later, Toyota.